Hi guys, it's Savage and welcome to my 6-year anniversary special. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking every single Battlefront 1 map from the classic Battlefront 1 game. I'm going to be ranking them from worst to the best. There's 16 maps total, 16. I'm starting off from number 16 all the way down to my number 1 favorite map in this game. Coming in at number 16 on this list, we have Yavin Arena. Yavin Arena isn't really one of my favorite maps in this game. It's really dark. It's really hard to see sometimes. The map layout it's interesting because it's an arena, but it's like a ruins arena type thing. I wasn't really a huge fan of it, and back in the PS2 days, this map used to always like skip on my PS2 for whatever reason. I have no clue why. It's cool how it has vehicles at least, but as a map layout and chaos and what, it can be pretty chaotic. It's a good map. None of these maps in this list are really bad maps. There's not really a bad map in Battlefront 1, but this is just my least played one and the one that didn't really have the most fun playing. But I can understand why people enjoy this map. Moving on to number 15, we have Yavin again. I guess Yavin isn't really my favorite in Battlefront 1, but Yavin Temple is the number 15th map in this list out of all the maps. And yeah, I know this map was actually in Classic Battlefront 2 as well, but I don't really play it a lot in Classic Battlefront 2 either. So yeah, Yavin's a cool place in the Star Wars universe, but in Battlefront, I don't really play Yavin much, to be completely honest. It's really hard to see as an ATST in Classic Battlefront. It's really hard to maneuver around trees sometimes. It's really hard to see sometimes because of how dark it is. But Yavin Temple is actually a bit brighter than Yavin Arena. Yavin Arena is pretty dark, but Yavin Temple, it's a bit brighter, but still pretty dark. Coming in at number 14, yet again another forest maps. It seems like I'm writing off all the forest maps so far. Indoor Bunker. I'm not really a fan of Indoor Bunker. It's a pretty good map. Indoor Bunker. It's in Battlefront 2. It's the same exact map from Classic Battlefront 1 converted into Battlefront 2. The lighting is a bit better in Battlefront 1. I will admit the lighting is better. It's worse than Battlefront 2. Why do I keep talking about Battlefront 2? I should probably make another Battlefront 2 video. If this video gets a lot of likes, I'll do this version in Battlefront 2. Let me know. I love in the campaign though. The campaign is pretty interesting because you start off with less reinforcements than the Empire as the rebels in the campaign of Battlefront 1. But in the regular base indoor, I don't know. I'm just not really a fan. I do like the Ewok traps though. The Ewok traps are pretty cool. That's about it. I'm not really a huge fan of indoor, I guess. Coming in at number 13, Hoth Echo Base. I know this one's a fan classic. A lot of people prefer Hoth in Battlefront 1 anyways over the Battlefront 2 Hoth because of an extra hallway that's actually in Battlefront 1, but it's not in Battlefront 2 for some reason. Hoth, to me, it just feels really slow. It feels like I'm moving at a snail's pace, mostly because of the AT-AT walkers. They feel a bit slower than ATTEs in my opinion. But yeah, Hoth, they're all good maps. Like I said, they're all good maps. It's just at number 13 for me. Coming in at number 12, we have Kamino to Poca City. This is the worst Kamino map between this one and Classic Battlefront 2's. I prefer Battlefront 2's Kamino over Battlefront 1's Kamino. But Kamino to Poca City in Battlefront 1, it's a pretty good map. It works for Battlefront 1. That's why I could say it works for Battlefront 1. Cloning facility, the rain, the platforms outside in the rain, it feels nice. The soundtrack is good. The battle is pretty chaotic as the side of the clones. It's pretty good. It's really good. I give it a B. It's pretty good. Pretty fun to play. Another detail about Kamino before I move on. I like how the droids have less reinforcements than the clones do. The clones initially start off with more reinforcements than the droids on this map for some reason. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool detail. I like that. Coming in at number 11, we have Kashyyyk Islands, another forest map, but this time not as bad. It actually has air vehicles, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty hard challenge if you play this map on hard mode, and as the Empire, it's literally impossible to win as the Empire on hard mode on Kashyyyk Islands. I don't know why. That's just how the developers made that map for some reason. Well, it's a really cool concept map. I love the islands and how big. You have a main island, you have 2 side islands that's just really small. Kashyyyk Islands is really good. Classic Wookiee huts. I love the 3 command posts in the center with the village. I love the 3 side command posts. I love the fact that there's air vehicles on here. Pretty solid map. Kashyyyk, Wookiees. What else is there? Coming in at the top 10, my 10th favorite map in this game, Tatooine Dunesy. Now I prefer this over Kashyyyk Islands mostly because it's brighter. You can actually see a lot better. I love brighter maps more so than darker maps. You guys may already know this by the other maps that I listed on this list earlier. But yeah, I prefer a lighter sky. I know Hoth has air vehicles as well with the snow speeders, but Dunesy has X-Wings, it has TIE fighters, it has the clone fighters, it has Vulture droids. I think Vulture droids are the best starfighters in this game, just saying, you know, just a little side thing. Tatooine Dunesy, classic map. It has really cool command post positionings. You have a command post in a sandcrawler. You have a command post in the homestead from like classic episode 4 stuff. There's a Sarlacc pit on this map. Tusken Raiders are on this map as well. There's so much going on Tatooine Dunesy. It's a pretty awesome map, and it comes in at my top 10. Moving on to number 9, we have Naboo Plains. Naboo Plains, goated map. First map that you play in the campaign. You get to play as the battle droids, taking out some Gungans. You know, everybody loves being the battle droids taking out Gungans for some reason. But even in instant action, where you play as the clones or the Empire, you can play as the Galactic Civil War on this map. The ATSTs are fun. You love the open battlefieldness of Naboo. The Naboo architecture is pretty awesome to look at as well. The battle is always chaotic. The center command post, everybody's fighting for the center command post, bro. Is so, yeah, Naboo Plains is pretty awesome, and it comes in at number 9. Coming in at number 8, the famous HVV map that is in Battlefront 2. Tatooine Mos Eisley comes in at number 8 for me. I love the lighting more in this version of Tatooine Mos Eisley than the lighting in Battlefront 2. It feels like the lighting in this version of the game looks more like the morning time. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting more morning time vibes in this version of Tatooine, and such an iconic map that everybody knows. There's nothing really much else to say about it. There's a secret. If you actually play as the side of the Empire and capture the command post hangar and hold it for like a little bit, an ATST will actually spawn in. Now the Separatists, they automatically get the AAT tank on Mos Eisley when they spawn in, but if you're the Empire, you got to capture the hangar in order to get the ATST to spawn in. That's a really cool detail that a lot of people may not have known, maybe up until now. Coming in at number 7, we have Renvar Citadel. I love Renvar Citadel. I love all these maps. I keep saying that in every single choice I make. I love all these maps, but Renvar Citadel is a small combat map that has the most command posts on one map in the entire game. This map has 7 command posts, 3 at the top part and 3 at the bottom part, and 1 in the middle. It seems like it's not as much, but compared to other maps, this map has the most command posts on this game, which is funny to say. Small map, crazy chaotic battle though, interesting locations. It's a new planet that we haven't really seen much of before in Star Wars, because I'd never really heard of Renvar until this game, even though I know Renvar is in the 2003 Clone Wars game, but I never really played that. I only played Battlefront 2004. But yeah, Renvar, awesome architectures, awesome lighting on the PC port. Yeah, from the PC port to like console versions, the lighting looks a bit different on all different types of versions, but the PC is like the best version of this game because the lighting is the best on PC for me. But yeah, Renvar Citadel comes in at number 7. Moving on to number 6, we have Naboo Theed. Now, I prefer Theed to Plains because I love city areas, I love urban areas. The lighting looks like sunset. It's actually daytime here compared to the nighttime in Battlefront 2. Daytime here, the colors is bright. The battle is intense. It doesn't matter which side you play. This battle is just so fun. It's even better in the campaign of this game because you're fighting the Royal Naboo security forces, which is actually really cool. It's a really cool concept, and there's a mod to where you can actually play as the Naboo security forces if you want. So yeah, mods of course enhance this game, of course, but I'm not even talking about mods. I'm talking about the base map. The base map is goated and comes in at number 6. Down to the top 5, we have the best Starfighter map, Bespin platforms. Now, it's not my number 1 like how a lot of people would put it at their number 1. It's not my number 1, but it is the best Starfighter map on this game because it has the most Starfighters in this game. It has the gunships, it has the actual Starfighters themselves, it has a center command point that everybody always fights for. If you capture another person's platform command post, you can actually have access to the cloud car. So that is pretty awesome. But yeah, Bespin platforms, classic map. Some people say it has the best map layout in any multiplayer map ever, which is astonishing to me, actually. Don't agree with that comment, but it is pretty awesome, you know, don't get me wrong. Coming in at number 4, this is my 4th favorite map of all time in this game, Geonosis Spire. This map is the most accurate, the most perfect Battle of Geonosis game I've ever played in any Star Wars game ever. I don't know why, but the lighting, the objective, destroying the Techno Union ships in this map is just so immersive, so fun. The battle is intense, like I said. As a kid, I would probably put this as my worst map because I sucked so bad at it as a kid on PS2 because it was just always hard for the clones, the Republic, to win. But of course, nowadays, I've been playing this map for ages, back-to-back ages, and I just love playing it every single time. So yeah, Geonosis Spire comes in number 4. Down to our number 3 spot, we have Kashyyyk Docks. This map is so beautiful to look at aesthetically. You have all the treetops, you have the platforms up top, you have the high ground, you have the docks, you have the low ground, you have the beachhead, you have the island where the Separatists or the Empire spawned at, you get the Wookiee huts. This map is just one big, like, small version of D-Day in Battlefront, a Star Wars version of D-Day, and it's pretty awesome. It's not easy, and it's not a challenging map either. It's a pretty middle ground battle map, you know. It could actually be hard for you if you're not paying attention, but you can also shut off your brain and just have fun shooting clankers or have fun shooting droids, you know. Just do whatever you want on Kashyyyk Docks. It's pretty freaking awesome. You love the water physics. The droidicas can't actually go in the water at all, or else they'll just blow up out of nowhere. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny, actually. Coming down to number 2, we have Renvar Harbor. This map just looks so aesthetically pleasing. Ice cave, the mini town, the city there, that little mountaintop base, the ATTE, there's a walker on this map, ATAT, ATTE, depending on which side you're on. It doesn't even matter which side you're on. Now, this map is pretty challenging as well, kind of like Kashyyyk Docks. If you do have your brain on, you can always win, but if you shut your brain off, the AI is actually pretty smart on this map, so you might want to be careful with that. But yeah, Renvar Harbor, second best map. Probably everybody else's number 1 as well, probably other people's number 1 spots. But yeah, comes in at number 2 for yeah boy. And coming down to the number 1 spot, the only map that I did not mention on this list is Bespin Cloud City. Now, the reason why Bespin Cloud City is number 1 for me, because Bespin Cloud City, or just Cloud City in general in Star Wars, is my favorite urban planet to go to. It's my favorite looking planet to go to. It has the best aesthetic. It just looks so clean, so nice. I love the way Bespin Cloud City kind of takes that movie, the scenes that we see in the movies, into the game. It just looks so great. It's not even just that it looks nice, but the battle feels well. It's like a gigantic square, from the carbon freezing chamber to the buildings up top to the freaking center courtyard. It just looks so good. It looks so good. It feels nice playing. And this is the first map that I played when I actually bought this game on PS2 way back in the day. This is my first map that I played, and this was the map that I actually just grinded on for some reason. I don't know why. I played this map the most as a kid, and I still play it a lot nowadays. Just my favorite Battlefront map. But anyways, that is my list from worst to best. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for 6 years on YouTube again. Be sure to leave a like. If this video gets 100 likes, you know, being ambitious, trying to get 100 likes. But if this video does get 100 likes, I would do this same exact thing on Battlefront 2. So let me know in the comments below, what would you guys rank them, you know, from the 16th worst one to the first best one, you know, which one would you guys say? What are you guys' favorite maps? You know, let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace.